Quick story. A girl and a guy met and fall for each other. They both love music, so decide to work together. And they were pretty good at it. Now on the surface, everything looked perfect. But oh, the stress of the city. So they decided otherwise. They packed up and left for the countryside. And that's where we meet this family, raising their children, growing their own food and their business together, on a quest to find a new normal and a new sense of happiness. And if you're looking for the same thing, then join us and we can unpack this thing called life together. Where are my manners? Let me introduce myself. I'm Shamel Olwago, my husband's Amondi Olwago, and together we are Nile Ochi. And this is Z-Quest. Hello and welcome to another episode of Z-Quest. We're very happy to have you back. And if this is your first time, then welcome.
So what's up this week? What's going on?
I don't know why I've been crashing into a lot of
like what?
Documentaries.
Okay.
So I've been watching some about there's always something that comes up like worst prisons in wherever or or obscure places to go on holiday or whatever else it is. Those are the documentaries I've been watching, but I watched something about men's rights and men's rights groups.
Yeah, what about it?
However, after the documentary and I did my own investigating, would I say that the documentary covered it? Yes and no, because it's like it's a movement that is so vast that I don't feel that the documentary had enough time to go on visit every spectrum of it.
Yeah, every aspect of what men rights women. Yeah, they
kind of went to the ones where it's like guys groups on how to pick up girls. Okay, and I was like, this isn't really men's rights. I mean, they complain a lot about
that's the high school Bible.
Basically. Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah, okay.
But they weren't. Then there was only one guy they went to who's a YouTuber who ends up talking about men's rights, but he's actually talking about men's rights. Like, he got down to the nitty gritty. He wasn't talking about whether or not why women don't talk to him when he's in the club.
Let me get this right. Is that the documentary where you had this teenager talking about it?
Yeah.
That's a YouTuber, yeah?
Yeah, but the thing is, I know he feels strongly about lots of these things, and the way that he was kind of portrayed was as if he's talking about something he doesn't know about yet because he's hardly a man.
But was he right about it?
Oh yeah, he was talking about he was bringing up valid concerns.
Maybe so his father. Maybe it's from an experience when he was a child.
If he had he didn't share it with the interviewer.
But it was too much of a short documentary, right?
I feel like...
Or was it a clip of the documentary?
No, I watched the whole documentary, but I just don't feel like the actual interviewer got time enough to go around to see all these different spheres of
because I remember kind of
men's rights.
Watching some of
That's
it with
the same one I was getting you to watch with me, and I was like, come watch this. And you were like, Yeah. Okay, firstly off though, you're a man. So I was like, you know what? Let me just ask the dude about what he thinks about this.
Yeah.
Now, is it the equivalent to feminism at its purest form? Yes. But for males.
Yeah.
Men's rights.
Yeah.
From what you know it to be, what do you think? Do you think... Why are you already giving me the side eye?
No, I don't give you the side eyes. I'm side eye. I mean, go on. So, what do you want me to do?
Do you think that men's rights are being eroded in society?
Okay. Everybody's rights being eroded. Period. That's the problem. And it's like,
You know what you sound like right now? to somebody who's from men's rights?
Of course, I know how it
You sound like,
but you see,
when Black Lives Matter says Black Lives Matter and someone says all lives matter, giving that vibes right now.
No, hold on a minute. I haven't even finished my sentence.
Explain yourself.
That's the problem. You see,
Explain yourself.
This is what. This is my point. That's actually my point. So some may jump the gun and be like, you saying everybody, we're talking about men right now. No, it's not that. It's actually technically on a technical aspect of it. It's like you go into the bank, it's the crisis, you want to withdraw your funds, there's a queue there. You're going to have to wait. It's really unfortunate, and even the fight for women's equality, it's the same thing. There's racism that's been way before that, and hold on, it's still yet to be sorted.
Do you think that comes first?
I don't even think any of them come first, but because we don't have the ability, obviously, in finish a business. We don't finish businesses, It's like there's always unfinished business. So that's the problem. Racism is still there, peeps, and yet I mean, are we gonna act like this? That's it's over, and it's not the problem of the century. It's still like the problem is this. I think everybody is in the need of having their right being respected. Same thing for disabled people, and unfortunately, we do not know how to deal one without putting the other one at the back of the queue. That's always that's these inherent problems, and people. So that pushes a lot of people to be extremist about it.
Do you think that's a system? Do you think that's a problem of the way that they systematically deal with it, or do you think that that's because of human comprehension?
No.
You know what I mean?
It's a bit of both, but I think it's the way we deal with it. As a people, or as like a governing body?
As
an institution, as a governing body.
Okay.
Yeah. We're still working where you've got an elite that has priority on whatever laws or things they want to pass. Once that is done, we can deal with one. It's like, it's like that quota. They used to have a quota for black artists, and it'd be like, oh no, only one black, like in France, only like say a hip hop song on the radio at a time.
Okay.
For some of the radios. What's the reason behind it? We don't know. That's just the way it is. That's the way institutions like to deal with things. So I believe that men's rights is really important, as important as women's right. But unfortunately, because of the way the society is designed, you're going to have to wait for it. Okay,
so let me interject on that one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I do agree with you on a lot of those points.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was playing devil's advocate, trying to interrupt you and all that business, but I was trying to
really.
I was trying to spice it up. I'm done. Okay.
No. Yeah, make our podcast interesting. Go on, so we get more viewers.
No, I'm done. This is a chilled out zone here.
Yeah, of course. Go.
So I was saying to you that I thought the same thing. Immediately, I thought, okay, bunch of white guys going to be sitting there complaining. This is my prejudice about who's complaining about this. Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be a bunch of white guys. Honestly,
I thought it was. I thought it was going to be. I
always heard those groups motivated a lot of the time by when it comes to men's right, a lot of people associated to far right, which is, in my opinion,
this is what I associated it to.
A mistake, but
big mistake. No, these are people. Oh no, a big misconception.
Yeah.
They're not. They are regular dudes.
Yeah.
Now this is the thing, is why I felt like the interviewer didn't end up, and he's a good interviewer.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get his name wrong. I'm not good with names. I'm going to leave it in the description.
Reggie
Yates. Reggie Yates. Okay.
Yeah.
But then I noticed
Yates.
But then I remembered that he did.
Sorry, Reggie.
He's gone everywhere.
Don't mean to.
I just didn't want to say his name, but was like, I'm gonna butcher his name. Okay. No, he's done lots of great documentaries.
I like his documentary.
But I just felt like he just scratched the surface on this, because it's like, you know, when you open something up and you're like, oh, and you just shut it back because it's way like bigger than what you thought it was going to, like, it goes way deeper than that type of thing.
Do you know, for me, I feel that men's right is at the same level of women's right in terms of when it's going to be dealt with and at what rhythm it's going to be dealt with.
You think there's an inability to deal with issues rather than what issue?
Simultaneously, definitely a bit. We're a bit retarded on that.
Yeah.
And reason being is because you just have to take racism, and I'm not saying that because I'm black. Matter of fact, I'm biracial, but still, I'm a black man walking on this earth, because people don't ask themselves if I'm, fully black or not.
Neither did I. No, when I met you, I'm telling you the truth.
No, and I don't act biracial. I do not act like that at all.
What's acting biracial?
You know what? That's another episode.
All right.
Well, we can talk about
next
this
episode.
in the next episode.
How to act biracial.
Yeah, I know. And what I'm saying is like, it's just like racism. And I'm not just saying against black people, any sort of racism.
Yeah.
It's still a huge issue.
Huge.
It's like, almost feel sometimes it haven't been sorted. It's not because we pass few law, like if I'm right, the Martin, what was that law in England?
For Martin Lawrence.
I
don't know what the law is called.
I don't know the name.
But his mum was fighting for certain laws for police procedures to be.
Absolutely, exactly. And it feels like since they killed that young black boy, right back to where we started. And to me, I'm not saying that those rights shouldn't be dealt with, but obviously in our society we're not able to say, okay, we dealt with this, now let's see where we are in 2021. This doesn't happen anymore.
Doesn't happen anymore.
Yet we still see that. So
do you know what gave me pause is when I started seeing Polish people being killed.
Right, for
I was
Brexit.
like, what?
This is crazy.
I was like, what?
And
nobody's safe.
Because they're Polish.
Yeah.
This is madness.
It's madness.
And I'm like, so I'm sorry if I feel like, hey, guys, guess what? It's not going to be dealt with anytime soon.
You're not optimistic about the way that people are going to deal with it.
No, because
there's an innate inability to deal with those things, because it doesn't come before, for the government, I'm saying, it won't come before economics. It won't come before...
Yeah, and even for the people that...
Education, I guess.
So in that room, you had majoritarily white male. The same way I see when it comes to women's right or feminism, feminist movement. Majoritarily, so from my perspective, and I might be totally wrong on that, but I'm just saying more white women.
Well, this is the thing.
And I don't have a problem with that. I'm just saying that you still have to see how this looks from the eyes of other people, of a minority.
Who have nothing to do with your cause, but you're asking them to accept it.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing. When you have a cause, you're asking people who aren't affected by it to care.
To care, exactly.
Enough to change your life.
Even though you may never cared about their own cause.
Hey, real talk. Thank you for listening. Now for full exclusive episodes, go on to nileochi.com and join our Patreon.